Hey everyone, it's Damien. I was going to film some stupid little intro to this video, but I don't really feel like cleaning up an area so that I can film somewhere. So instead, I'm going to do the lazy method and do a voiceover over this stupid video loop of a flag that I used in yesterday's video. So basically, yeah, I'm taking the freaking lazy method. But, yeah. Basically what I'm doing today is I have been given a task, or an assignment, if you will. Alright, enough of that. It's final season, and in my psychology class I have to do a final project, which is an interview. So I interviewed one of my classmates for this project thingy, and here it is. And she was kind enough to let me put this on YouTube for all of you guys to see, which was very nice of her. But yeah, because of that, I just wanted to let you guys know that the whole scenario, everything she came up with is totally fake. It's not, like, real. So don't judge her based on the scenarios and stuff, because, like I said, they're not real. Basically, this video is full of lies, if you will. But yeah, also, this was filmed in our classroom using the school's video and audio equipment, which quite frankly sucks and kind of resembles the quality of my great-grandparents' first TV set. So deal with it, because there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But yeah, like I said, I basically just wanted to give this video a little bit of an introduction in some form, so that you guys knew what the heck was going on. But without further ado, here's my failure of an interview, according to me. I will see you guys at the end slate. Oh yeah, also, before I forget, the interview room that we used for this recording had 2 cameras, so I got to play around with multi-camera editing. So that's kind of cool, because it's all uncut, but I just got to switch around the camera angles, which was pretty sweet. I don't think I've ever done a multi-cam shoot before, so something new for me. But yeah, you guys will also probably notice that throughout the interview I'll be pointing out some things in annotations. That's basically just for my teachers' use, I guess. So, because I have to write a paper with this, so it kind of points out some of the things that I did. But you guys really don't care about that. But if you are my teacher and you need to know how long the actual interview portion of this was, it was 27 minutes, 48 seconds, and 8 frames, and this was shot at 24 frames per second. Alright, for real this time, I'm gonna go. See you at the end slate. Goodbye. Good morning, my name is Damien.
And I'm Kelsey.
Alright, Kelsey, nice to meet you. What brings you into my office today?
Well, I'm incredibly stressed right now.
Alright.
And I've been trying to quit smoking. I told my boyfriend that I would, because he did too.
Okay.
But it's really hard because I'm just incredibly stressed with school and work right now.
Great. Alright, so you're saying you're trying to quit smoking. Could you tell me a little bit more about how that went?
Well, I tried, but, I never actually, quit completely, because, all my friends smoke, and, so if they go out to have one, I have one, and, and it's, when I'm stressed, that's what I do, it calms me, it's, a reliever.
Sure. And
it's, I don't know, I want to, but at the same time, I'm just I don't want to.
Okay, could you elaborate more on that last statement?
Well, I really want to quit because, it'd be a lot healthier, obviously, and, I'm not going to give myself cancer and die, and, all those health benefits, and,
right.
all that stuff, but at the same time, we only live once. We're going to die anyway, and,
Okay.
But I told my boyfriend I would stop, and it's just, I don't know, I feel like I just don't know how to, like, I don't know.
Alright, so I've heard you bring up your boyfriend a couple times with this, and I'm kind of sensing that one of the reasons you wanted to quit was because of him and because of what you told him. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Alright, could you explain a little bit more on that for me?
Well, my boyfriend used to smoke.
Okay.
And then he quit, except for now he chews, and I feel like that doesn't count. But, needless, anyway, so, like, he quit, and so, like, we're both like, we should both quit, and that way we'll live, you know, all that mushy stuff, like, live together
Mhm.
for 100 years, you know, we won't die on each other because of smoking, and, so that romantic, gushy stuff, and, like,
Okay.
but it's really hard, because he's away right now, and, school is really hectic, and work is really hectic, and, it's just all over the place right now, so.
Alright, so how long have you been smoking?
Not a full year yet, maybe like, maybe like 8 months, maybe, give or
Okay.
take.
Alright, and how long has your boyfriend been smoking?
Oh, years.
Okay, so is he part of the reason why you started?
Actually, it started out as like every once in a blue moon, like when we go drinking and stuff like that. And then like when I met him, since he did, like I started, you know, smoking more often, and then I
Okay.
just got really, really stressed with everything, and then just kind of started.
Alright, so how long ago did you guys first try to stop?
More than a few months ago.
Alright, what does more than a few months ago look like, excuse me?
I don't know, maybe 5 months ago, we had talked about it. We had talked about like quitting together, and that started out good, but then like we got in a fight, so then we didn't quit, obviously, and then he quit altogether, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna quit too because he
Mhm.
quit, and but like I'm stressed because he's away, and I feel lonely, and then school is finals right now, and like, you know, it's all that pressure and stress of school because I'm supposed to graduate, and then work is crazy all over hell because it's the holidays, and like I work at a retail store, so we have extended hours, and they change the, you know, the outlay of the store like every night, and it's just everywhere.
Alright, so going back to what we were just talking about with you and your boyfriend, you first decided to quit smoking together, correct?
Mhm.
Alright, so I understand that you said more like 5 months ago you first started to stop, and you quit together. How long did that last for each of you?
Like a week.
For both of you?
Yes.
And you said that he switched to chewing versus smoking.
Mhm.
Does he still smoke, or was that how he quit smoking? Is he just
That's how he
switched?
quit smoking.
Alright, I understand. So I'm kind of getting that, you know, you're kind of bummed out, you're stressed because you've been trying to smoke and you've been trying to smoke a lot because of your boyfriend and a commitment you guys kind of made together. And it hasn't worked out so well for you, it didn't last that long. You kind of went back to it because of a whole bunch of stress and stuff. And he quit smoking, but just switched to chewing versus smoking.
Yeah.
Do I have that right so far?
You have it right. It's just, I feel like
Alright.
chewing is way more disgusting than smoking.
Right. I'm hearing you talking a lot about, you know, stresses between a whole bunch of different things in your life right now, between work and school and everything. And I believe I heard you mention that this is part of the reason why you went back to smoking after the
Yes.
few days. Alright, could you tell me more about that?
More about what?
More about the stress and specifically why you went back to smoking. What was the first event that kind of triggered you to start smoking again?
It's pretty much school. School started with like papers and presentations, and with work at the same time, I fell behind on schoolwork, and so I just got really stressed because like I need to pass these classes because I have to graduate this spring, so I can't like fail these classes and retake them. I'm on a scholarship, so really need to keep that and really need to graduate. Excuse me. And I just like, it calms like a cigarette. Like after a long day is the best feeling in the world.
Okay. So I understand that the stress of school, especially now around the final season, has kind of got you really kind of worked up about stuff, and that has kind of triggered you to start smoking again. All right. And also previously, I heard you mention a fight between you and your boyfriend.
Yeah.
At about the time when you went back to smoking. Now, do you believe that had anything to do with your return to smoking?
Yes.
All right. Could you tell me a little bit more about this fight?
It was in the summer, and we had a communication issue where he accused me of something that wasn't true, and like we got in this big fight about it, and we actually broke up because of it for a while, and like so I was like lost at night to crying and stuff like that, and so of course like basically I chain smoked when this happened, and so like I mean from there you don't just like you can't really drop it and quit smoking or go cold turkey.
Right.
But I definitely am not like one of those heavy smokers.
Mhm.
And so like I just feel like I say to myself, I'm like, well, I'm not smoking like a pack a day, so I'm not the worst one in the world,
Mhm.
So I think it's all right. Like I mean, I'm going to only live once.
Alrighty. So I'm kind of sensing that this fight definitely did have a lot to do with your return to smoking, perhaps in addition to all the stress of school combined. Did you start smoking again after you broke up for that short while? Like while you were broken up? Is
Yeah.
that when you kind of went back to smoking?
Yeah, heavily.
So do you feel that he might have been kind of your encouragement to stop smoking while you were together still?
Yeah, I definitely agree because like I mean, the man that I love, quit, and we talked about quitting together so we could, be healthy and live longer. And I mean, it was definitely a lot easier with him because like I just got to see that encouragement every single day and like see how that's gonna happen. And like now that he's away, like we're back together, but he's away right now, and it's if he was here, like I feel like I'd be able to do it, but since he's not, I'm weak.
So I'm sensing you feel kind of like you lost your encouragement to quit smoking. You kind of channeled your ability to quit smoking from your love towards your boyfriend, correct?
Yeah.
Alright. So I guess that this is very stressful for you. You kind of had a lot of stressful events all kind of
Packed
blended together. Yeah. All at the same time. How else are you how else, in what other ways are you handling this?
I mean, I definitely like drink whenever I can. Like
Okay.
I don't get like sloppy drunk or anything like that, but like a drink is definitely relaxing and really nice. The weekends we go a little crazy, but who doesn't? And then also like I eat chocolate. Chocolate's like if there's not chocolate in the house, there's a problem. Like every day, and like that used to be like one of the things I used to do when like I tried quitting was like instead of having cigarettes I have a chocolate bar or something like that.
Okay.
But nothing really compares to a cigarette, and so like I've tried substituting different things, but and then like I like to exercise, so that's a big stress reliever for me.
Okay. So I'm kind of gathering that you have found several different outlets for your stress to kind of let out all of your stress, I guess. But nothing is comparing to what you feel when you smoke. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Now, I have never smoked in my life, So could you tell me more about that experience and how that makes you feel better?
I guess it's definitely a euphoria feeling.
Okay.
It's definitely like, it's definitely like, I mean, obviously it's a nicotine high, so it's obviously
Okay.
the nicotine that you're getting. So it's like a slight high, and like it's very, like for me, it's a calming factor. Like when
Okay.
I get that cigarette, everything from the day washes away.
Okay.
Like it's calming, it relaxes me, and like I don't think about anything that I have to get done in that time.
So it sounds like you have returned to smoking for what I'm noticing to be two reasons. A, because your boyfriend was your encouragement to quit smoking, and when you guys broke up, you felt, or you kind of lost your encouragement, so you returned. But also, B, it's kind of, you find it soothing and calming. Am I hearing that correctly?
Yes, you are.
Alright. Now, I heard you mention work too. So far we've discussed the stress between you and your boyfriend, your fight, and also you have a lot going on with school. But I had heard you mention work, like I stated, and could you tell me about how that kind of fits into the mix?
Well, I'm an assistant manager at the mall
Okay.
at Wet Seal,
Okay.
and I work at least 40 hours a week.
Okay.
I go right from classes to work every day, and I don't get home till 10
Okay.
every night, and that's when I finally get to do homework and, you know, everything like that. And after a long day, like, you're exhausted, like, you're mentally drained, like, you just don't want to do anything, and long days. And, like, at work, we've had a lot of chaos because my store manager has been, like, on the fritz,
Mhm.
and so I've had to take over the store basically. And with the holidays right now, especially after our Thanksgiving, it's Black Friday,
Mhm.
and with Christmas coming up now, like the store walls and updates and visual items change every
Mhm.
single night, and like our deals change, and so like the whole store gets redone, and like we have just lots of things to get done there, and it's everyone, like since I'm the assistant manager, like all of the associates are looking to me for answers and how to do things and get things done.
Okay. So the first thing I heard you kind of mention was you're working quite a bit of hours. I believe you stated at least 40 hours a week,
Mhm.
so sometimes it's more.
Yeah.
Alright, so at times you're actually working overtime in addition to being in school. So it sounds like what I'm hearing you say is you have quite a bit of stress.
I would say so.
Alright. So I can imagine that if you're working sometimes overtime hours as a college student, especially as you stated during final season, this creates a lot of stress for you. So you're having a hard time um, getting study time for your finals?
Exactly. Like especially like this year, I've definitely had a hard time handling stress, and I've had a hard time staying on top of things I need to get done. Because I just, at the end of the day, I feel so exhausted that like
Mhm.
I don't have the energy to get anything done.
Okay.
And so trying to get things done and stay on top of things has been hard, and like I've definitely taken on stress a lot
Mhm.
harder and stronger this year, and I haven't had, I guess, the best way to management. Like, I just kind of keep going through the day at a time, get things done, like, on the go, and, like, there's not a lot of me time,
Right.
and there just seems not to be enough time ever, but, so I think, you know, a factor is that I need more time to just decompress and relax, and there just isn't that time, and I don't know how or where to get that time.
Okay. So, how are you doing in your classes right now with all of this?
I've definitely like I'm constantly catching up with schoolwork, and I've missed a lot of classes, and so like I mean I'm not doing horribly, like I'm understanding what's going on and you know staying on top of the subjects and stuff like that, but like my attendance has been really bad, and
Okay.
like the schools obviously count your attendance as part of your grade, which is
Right.
bullshit. But that's my personal opinion in private schools, because the teachers are still getting paid while they're not right there.
Mhm.
Anyway, that's another rant I can go on.
Alright, I understand that. So would you say that your grades are suffering this semester as a result of all this?
Yeah, definitely. I would say so. I haven't even looked because I don't want to look. Like, I'm just waiting for the semester to end to give me my final grade because, like, I don't want to see what they are right now because I'm just dreading it.
Right. So, in other words, you kind of feel like you're not doing as well in school as you would typically do.
Yeah, school has never been like something I really liked, but I was definitely good at it. I was
Okay.
good at staying on top of things, going to class. I was a hard worker, and like definitely this year that is like I'm more like, I want to graduate. I just want to get done. School right now has just been a struggle because I do not like it at all.
Okay.
Like it's not like my classes are bad or anything. Like my classes actually are really fascinating and I like them, and I've learned a lot, but like, I'm sick of homework. I just want to, have to worry about work. And, like, I just keep thinking, like, if school doesn't make you happy, then, like, I don't know. I'm really huge into, like, if it doesn't make you happy, don't do it.
Okay.
Like, do things that make you happy.
Right.
And so, like, I just keep struggling with the fact that, like, school is not something that's, like, I guess, but school is something that no one has ever enjoyed.
Okay.
So, like, I feel like you just got to do it and get it done.
Okay.
But it's
All right. So I'm understanding that in several aspects of your life, you're kind of experiencing a lot of stress, and it's causing you a lot of problems. Whether it's between the fight between you and your boyfriend, which kind of that stress led you back to smoking, in addition to working at times overtime while being a college student and trying to get everything prepared for finals. All that together is causing you to have a lot of stress and not really, I guess, get as much out of life as you're hoping.
yeah, I just like it is a lot of stress, but like work, I love my job. I love my job. Like I can do that. Like I'm good at my job, and I love all my coworkers. And like,
Okay.
yeah, work does get stressful, but I rather deal with work stress than school stress, and like
Okay.
the stress of other things in life going on. Like, I mean, school and like outside with friends and everything like that. Like it just creates a lot more emotional stress, and it's just hard when you don't have that free time to really just let it all out.
All right.
And so it's just kind of going through.
All right. And I understand, or I believe I heard you say previously that something to the effect of trying to get the most out of life and trying to do what makes you happy and don't do it if it doesn't make you happy. All right, something to the effect of that?
Yes.
Did I hear you correctly
Yep.
there? All right. So I understand that you really don't have a lot of time to do a lot of stuff that does make you happy. But are there ever moments where you just kind of stop everything and go, I need some me time, I need to do something?
I say that a lot. I just don't have the time
Okay.
to do it. Like school right now is all day, and then I go straight to work, and then I come home, and then I gotta do more schoolwork, and like I work on the weekends, and so like I say, I need a day off all the time, but like right now we're short-staffed at my job, and with holidays and being an assistant manager, I have to be there.
Okay.
So I'm just really excited for the semester to end because then all I'll have to focus on for a month is like just work, and I can sleep in.
So you really don't ever get any of that, as you stated, me time?
No, not really.
All right. What kind of things, when you don't have such a packed schedule, do you enjoy doing?
Well, I also dance, so it's a
Okay.
huge part of my life, and I do that every single day.
Okay.
But it's definitely been a struggle this year with dance to really like explore my own dance stuff. It's more just like getting my classes done and doing movements instead of really like expressing my emotions with dance, which is something I love to do because I choreograph. But outside of, excuse me, outside of dance though, like I love to read and like I draw and I sew and I love to bake and and I love doing all those little things, but like it gets to a point where you're just so drained and exhausted where like I just want a day to sit on the couch and watch TV. And like it's gotten to that point where it's like I just need to like blah.
So do you ever take perhaps a Friday night or, part of a Saturday and go, I'm gonna sit down and watch some TV today, or take a bath, or cook, or bake, or any of that type of stuff?
Oh my goodness, excuse me. Definitely by like Friday night, we're drinking. So we go out and drink, and I'll probably do it tonight just to stay in and stuff because like when you go out, you're out till like 4 in the morning, and like you have to work in the morning. It's probably not the best idea, but like you're like it's been a stressful week. That's what people do, and just kind of I guess it's not the best outlet, but.
Just to make sure I understand this clearly, I understand that you just said you had broken up with your boyfriend. So, do you have another group of friends that you're going out drinking with, or?
Yeah, I go out with all my like best friends and stuff like that.
Alright, so do you get? I'm assuming it's safe to say that you don't get a lot of sleep, at least during the weeks. And everything.
No, I'm lucky if I get 5 hours of sleep a night. So.
Alright. Would you say that's pretty much your average?
I would say that's pretty much average.
Alright. Do you get to sleep in at all on the weekends? Do you get a little more? Or?
It really depends. Like the schedule changes. Like it depends. Like if I have to open that morning. But sometimes I don't have to go into the afternoon, so then I do get to sleep in, which is really nice. But then like on the weekends you got to do all those little things like laundry, change the oil in your car, grocery shopping, and then after you know it, by the time you get all that done, half your day is done. Like so.
And yeah, I know that anything under the recommended 8 hours of sleep increases your stress level just because your brain is sleep deprived. So I'm sure that this adds a lot of extra stress and complications to your life when you're already so busy that you don't get enough sleep every night. I mean, does that seem like something you're experiencing?
I would definitely say so, but I'm also a night owl. Like, I definitely at some point during the day, like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. But then, like, your body, gets its second wind, and like, you're ready to go, and you chug on.
So if it were like a summer or, some part of the year, when you're not in class and you can kind of be more flexible with your day, you would say that you stay up later and sleep in longer? If you had to make up your own schedule?
Yeah, I guess it definitely depended on what was going on during the day, but I definitely am a night owl, and like if I could sleep in till noon every day, I totally would. But.
Alright, so what I'm hearing you say is you attempted to quit about 5 months ago with smoking. I mean, it lasted, I believe you said, a couple days.
Yeah.
Correct? But you said you went back to smoking because you got into a big fight with your boyfriend, and he was pretty much your encourager, or the one that you kind of looked up to help you quit smoking. So when you guys broke up, you kind of lost your encouragement. But also, it's kind of your outlet, or kind of the thing that calms you down with all of your added stress in life, whether it be your full work schedule, or getting ready for school finals, or not getting enough sleep, and not being able to do the things that you want to do. Am I missing anything important with that?
Me and my boyfriend are back together.
Oh, you are back together?
Yeah, we just had one little fight.
Okay.
That's okay though. But I think you definitely hit all the points. Like, yeah.
Okay. So, now that I understand that you're back with your boyfriend, has that affected your smoking?
Well, he's away right now, so.
Okay, so he's still not.
He's not
back
like,
here.
Yeah, he's not here yet, and so like I'm still smoking away.
Okay. So you still don't have your encouragement back, and.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot harder because I'm worrying about him, and like I don't get to see him and don't get to talk to him. I just get to Facebook right now. He's in the military. He's overseas right now in Afghanistan. So.
Okay, so is there anything have you ever kind of thought about, you know, getting a little planner or a notebook or something and trying to plan out your week kind of in a way to, you know, schedule in some free time, whether it be a half an hour or 15 minutes or...
Like I have a planner and I do schedule my nights. Like I have to write everything down, otherwise I'm gonna forget it. But I mean I don't really schedule in free time. Like
Right.
It's more spontaneous. Like oh my gosh, I have 30 minutes here. Let's you know. So.
All right. Well, it's probably something that we can talk about in a future session, just seeing if we can, you know, fit some of that necessary time into your schedule and seeing if that makes any change in the amount of stress in your life. If that's something that you are willing to do.
I think that's
or to
something
think
I would
about.
definitely want to do.
All right. Well, that is something that we can definitely look forward to talking about in a future session, but I was glad I was able to meet you today.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you.